I was going to ask you about Spike Lee and working on She's Gotta Have It, because a lot of folks actually, compare the two films, because you worked with Spike and She's Gotta Have It was famously shot in black and white film and all of that kind of thing. What did you learn from being on the Netflix series of She's Gotta Have It, being a writer on that? What did you learn? What was your biggest lesson from being on a Spike Lee joint and working directly with Spike?
I think the biggest lesson I learned from Spike, and I don't know if it's because he's been in the game for so long, is that he knows what he wants and he doesn't apologize for it ever. And there were times when we as writers were outside of it's his project, but we're his super brain. We're still outside of it, where we had ideas that clashed with his, and he was very, very determined to get this thing out that he saw, even if no one else did. And so that I really admired that in him, that he pretty much stuck to his guns. But if we did pitch something that he thought was interesting or challenging or stimulating, he would definitely take it on. I mean, he's not dumb. He knows he this time around, he had to employ predominantly black women to be the voice of NOLA. But, I've had so many other influences. Yes, I think people see the film and they're black, and it's black and white, and I'm black. And they immediately say Spike Lee. Yes. But if they look closer, they'll see Robert Townsend's Hollywood Shuffle as an influence, like this story about a black creator contemplating, engaging white gatekeepers of story, and this question of who gets to tell an authentic black story. And so he was an influence, the work of Cassavetes, whether it's Shadows or Opening Night, or influence Sidney Lumet, New York filmmakers.
New York filmmakers, the grit. The grit, the tone, the texture.
People who focus on the cracks of a character's interior. Like New York, what I love about the city is like we don't fake shit. We don't have ass. You know what I mean? Yep. Like it's real, it's raw. Some people may see it as kind of rough around the edges and the brow is always furrowed, but like there's a spirit there, there's a spirit there.
And there's a beautiful,
never dies.
Yes, and there's a beautiful humanity to New York City, and you captured that beautifully.